Hi everyone, welcome to Soloed Quest. This is Ed, and it's unboxing day again. Today it is Teotihuacan City of Gods. I hope I've spelled it correctly. This is published by NSKN Games, and the solo mode is made by David Turshi from Anachrony, from Tricarion, a bunch of other games with solo modes. David is climbing up the ranks in the ranks of the solo board gaming community for sure. He's been doing great work towards the solo aspect of board gaming, and this is one of his latest. Teotihuacan City of Gods. This is kind of a worker placement where you are using dice to make your actions on the board. I think there's a lot of stuff in the game because the box is kind of heavyish. I'm highly expecting this one. It's one of my most anticipated games of the year. Reviews have been good so far. I thought it would kind of enter a lot of the top games, tops of the top game of the year. I didn't see it that much referenced in those tops. But yeah, at least for me, it's one of my most anticipated. So I'm quite eager to get it open and start playing. Because yeah, I think it will be on my top games of the year for sure. Quite fond of worker placement games as of late. Yes. Let me get this plastic off and we will take a look at what's inside in just a minute. So, here we go. Alright, so without the glare, let's take a look at the box itself. So the cover is, it's pretty good. I like the artwork. Very simple, but I like it. Like the letters a lot. This is from the designer of Tolkien, which I mean, every time I see someone talking about Tolkien, they praise it like really high. Since it didn't play solo, I never got to experience Tolkien, but I was always very curious about it. When I heard this was being published by or done by that designer, I was like 100% in. I gotta get this game. So here's the cover. Here are the sides of the box. 1 to 4 players. 90 to 120 minutes. So this is going to be a long one, I guess. In terms of solo, it's probably going to be faster than 120, I guess, or at least I hope. So this is one side of the board where you can start this vertically, horizontally. What am I saying? This is the horizontal side. This is the vertical side. Let me see if I can show it properly. Not so much, but oh well. Let me try and put this a bit, so you can start it like this. It's quite fine, I guess. And what else do we have? We have this side as well. Not so busy, I guess. This side, it's a bit more cleaner. And another side to store the game. Oh, this actually works better if I put it like this. To store the game vertically. So there you go. These are the sides of the box. The art, this is the back. Quite simple. So the game is, it has this this look. I mean, it's very clean, I would say. I gotta be honest, I'm trying to look at this, trying to figure out if this is Mayan or Aztec, and I have no idea, which is kind of embarrassing. I really don't know. Oh well, it's one of those probably. So the look follows that aesthetic pretty well. That South American old ancient look from those civilizations. So there you go. This is the game all set up. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in the game. A lot of tokens, a lot of boards, a lot of these tiles. Quite a lot of stuff. So let's get this open and see it for ourselves. Okay, so there we go. Let me put this a little bit like this. So a bunch. It's not so many. There's the dice there. I thought this whole pack was zip bags, but no, it's just these. Well, which are a few. No idea how many, but there's a few zip bags in here to organize everything, and we will probably need it because there's a lot of stuff in this game. So a lot of organization is quite welcome. So here are your dice. They have different colors, and that's because these are our workers. Yeah. So I guess it's one set of colors per player, because you will be using dice as workers. It's one of those games. Yeah. Okay. What else? So every other token is packed inside of this. I mean, I'm not taking these out. I don't see the reason why. These are plastic, not wooden. It's round corners, so that's good. Apart from that, pretty regular dice. Okay, so that's why I'm not unpacking them. In here we have the other tokens. These were loose. Oh well. So these are just wooden tokens. I think they represent time, if I'm not mistaken. These will be representing time on the board, but they are pretty generic, cylinder shaped white and black tokens. In here we have our resources. So we have a few tokens for the wood. There we go. Rectangular shaped wood. I can take them off just to show you things a little bit better, I guess. Oops, sorry. There we go. So these are our wooden tokens. Okay. We also have our stone, which is represented by these blocks, gray blocks of stone, I guess, which in the game are wooden. The component is not made of stone, don't get me wrong. And we have our tokens for the gold resource as well. So these are the three resources that will be in form of tokens. I think there's other resources. I think cocoa is the main one in the game, but that is by cardboard token, not one of these components, wooden components. So here we have our buildings. Let me take one out. There we go. So these will be our buildings. We're representing buildings during the game, also wooden. So everything I've showed so far is wooden, except for the dice. Those are plastic. In here we have a few chips. So we have red, we have black, and we have yellow. I'm not sure what these are used for. I'm not sure what they are Oh, actually we have blue as well. So these are player, these are the same color as in the dice. So yeah. So this will be player markers of some sort. I'm not sure what they will be used for, but yeah, there you go. You have quite a few of these to, keep track of things. Okay, so let's get that out of the way and look at the interesting stuff here that you might have been looking at. So these are our pyramid tiles. So this will be what we will be using to build our pyramid during the game. So I don't know if it's a random setup every single time. I believe it must be. So we will be kind of placing these tiles like this during the game, and then we will be building up our pyramid, stacking them up like this. And there will be bonus that will be gained from making combos with the symbols on each one. If they, I don't know if they cover this or that. I'm not too not very deep into the rules yet, but I know that they are used for building up the pyramid, and there you go. So each one has, I think they all have 4 symbols. Okay, this is just to be secret. The back, this is the back of the tile, and this is what you will actually be using to build up the pyramid. So yeah, they are all different. You will be gaining bonuses. I mean, if you put stuff together, I'm not sure how many you need to put together, but yeah, there are bonuses to building the pyramid the right way and comboing the same symbols together. So yeah, these are our pyramid tiles. I'm not going to go through all of them, but yeah, they have, some are colored. I think there's more bonuses if they are colored. Not absolutely sure, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. So, so there's a lot of replayability right there. And different setup, I guess. Different stuff you can do, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. There you go, a whole bunch of them, including the one that fell on the floor. There you go. So here's the whole box of them. I don't know how many, but yeah, there's bound to be a lot here. You probably won't use all of these in one playthrough, so there's probably a few that are left over, and then they are going to cycle through each other on different playthroughs. That's my guess, because there's quite a lot of them. So yeah, continuing on with our unboxing, here are our rules of play. So rulebook, same as the box art, our cover. Again, very pretty rulebook. There we go. A lot of images. I like that. Nowadays, rulebooks are really going for images to show us examples and explaining the rules, and that's really, really helpful. Yeah, I'm enjoying. Honestly, it was a bit of a drag to go through rulebooks a while ago, but nowadays it's a lot more simpler. I mean, games are getting a bit more mechanically complicated, let's put it like that. More, well, not complicated, but more, I don't know, meaty. And it's really helpful to have a good rule book with a lot of images to show you exactly what they are trying to tell you, and showing you examples of how to do things correctly. So yeah, there you go. So it has pictures of the game. It's punctuated with a little bit of artwork as well, which is always following in the theme. So yeah, I really like the rule book. I enjoy very much. Oh, there you go. Teotihuacan solo rules. So the solo rules seem to be quite a bit. There you go. Yeah, there's a bit of solo rules. Not that much, I would say. It seems very doable to read, but oh well. So how many pages is this? 23. And you have, I guess this is just to help you to know what the tiles do. So 23, that's quite all right in my book to learn. So yeah, there you go, the rule book. As I was saying, I'm quite fond of the color scheme of the game. This washed out red and blue and beige. I really like the color scheme they went for. Well, it's not that they went for it. It's probably stuff that was actually used back then. The Prohiman colors, probably. I don't know. I'm guessing. Hey, here we go. Let's continue. So that's the rule book. I think all we are left with is the game board and all of these sheets that have quite a few number of tiles. And these, I think they are action boards. They are meant to be placed on the game board itself. Oh, quite lovely. There we go. Wasn't expecting that. And they can change places during the each playthrough. So this is kind of a rondel. I mean, you are going through around the game board, taking actions, which means that these action boards, they can be placed on different places around the game board itself on each playthrough. So, well, on one playthrough, this could be your starting tile. This would be number 1, this number 2. On other playthroughs, this one could be number 1, this one number 4, I don't know. So that changes the game. That does add replayability and allow you to try out different stuff. And so yeah, there you go. So this is one action board. I don't know which action this is, but there you go. And the backs are quite nice, very nice. I like this. So yeah, let me. Oh, the other one came off. So yeah, I'll just show you, zoom in on this one, and the back is just the same. Probably to mix them up before the game and do a random setup of the board. So these are the other tiles that are in this token sheet. There we go, and the backs, they are all the same. Pretty much, probably to actually randomize this as well. I guess a lot of stuff in here is randomized during setup, which is very nice. So this one is exactly the same. 2 more action boards and 2 more of these, and not 2, a lot more of these tiles, which I'm not sure which kind of tiles these are. There you go. The backs are exactly the same. Not sure what kind of tiles these are, but yeah, there's a lot of them. So yeah, pretty much the same stuff. Let me I can zoom in. There we go. These are the actions on this one. And here we go. We have another one here. Exactly the same. So more of these tiles around the sheet. And 2 action boards. I think that's their name. I'm sorry if I'm naming them wrong. There we go. There we go. So in terms of actions, that's it. There's 6 action boards to be placed. And there's a bunch of tiles, as you can see. Look at this. Quite a few tiles, always with that color scheme, that very pleasant. I think that's the good word for it. It's a pleasant color scheme. So there we go. No idea what these tiles are for, I gotta say. I think this one, yeah, this one is related to your start, the start of the game, where you put your initial workers, which resources you get at the start of the game. So yeah, there's quite a few of them, so you're starting quite differently in the games. So here are the backs of each one of them. The backs are kind of a bit more deadish in terms of the color. It's not popping out that much. A bit more, I don't know, soothing than this side, which is, I don't know, colorful and quite pleasant to look at. So yeah, remember those, there you go, this one came off. Remember those tiles for the setup? There you go, you have more of them. So yeah, a lot of replayability for sure, because I mean each game will be a lot different. Oh, and these ones actually represent the cocoa, which I was talking about earlier. So it's one of the resources in the game. It's cocoa. This marks 5 cocoa. I'm guessing there's, yeah, there's the one, there are the single cocos. So yeah, a lot of tiles for, I don't know, currency, actions, random stuff during the setup, like a whole lot of tokens in this game. There we go. I don't know how many token sheets there are, but oh, this is the last one it seems. Yeah. And here we go. So I guess these are player to mark your something on your player during your player. You have a promo here for the Dice Settlers. Very nice, cool. So if I had owned Dice Settlers, I would have a promo here. I think Dice Settlers has a promo for Teotihuacan as well. So I think they mixed it up that way. And I guess this, I don't know what this marks. This is probably for resources or something if you don't have enough to to mark it on your tableau or whatever you're using. This is the individual cocoa token. So yeah, a lot of tiles. I mean, there's a huge number of tiles in this game. Okay, there you go. So yeah, the Dice Settlers promo right there. This is actually pretty cool to have. It's a cool feature. They should do, companies should do this more. It's actually pretty cool. Not that I'm going to buy Dice Settlers just because of having the promo, but I think it's pretty cool. It adds value to you know, following them and having their stuff. So let's take a look at the game board itself. Looking at it right away, it's beautiful. And it's big, really big. Let's see if we can fit all of this in the camera. No way we can fit. There's no way we fit this in, all of this into the camera. So it's actually the other way around. So there we go. Okay, so this is pretty big. So in the center, which is probably almost the only thing you can see right now, it's the pyramid. This is where we will be building our pyramid. It has a few symbols here. I don't know if these represent the initial setup, if it's always the same or not. Not sure. But yeah, this is where we will be building up our pyramid. And yeah, there's this section right here, which I have no idea what this is for. Actually, let me zoom in and show you. Maybe I'll show you each section a little bit better. But there's a little campfire here. Is that it? Yeah, there's kind of a campfire. So stuff is happening here. There's a little bit of artwork around the board. So this isn't just a game board. It's actually kind of a top view, I guess, of things. So let me I'll zoom in and pan around the pyramid where there's stuff happening. See, there's people here. So this is kind of a top view of the city, or it's trying to represent it. A few tracks in here to so there's 3 tracks. I can't remember what they are upkeeping. They are keeping a score of something. I can't remember what it is. Sorry, but you will know for sure during the playthrough when we go through the rules of the game. So there we go. And now zooming out a little bit more. See these spaces right here. So these are the ones that will have the game boards. So the game board itself. Did I say the game boards? It's the action boards. Sorry, the game board is this one. The game board has these 6 all already printed on. Well, they're not 6, are they? They're 8 actually. So it has these already printed on. Okay, but I guess you can add replayability by picking up the other ones and placing them on top of these and changing the order of stuff. So the order will be different as you go around the board. So yeah, this is the game board. I'm going to try and zoom in on the more interesting stuff again. So I don't know, I really like the, I really like the artwork here. So this one is just, you know, people going through this section, just walking around. Then you have an action here, and then you have just artwork here. So it looks really good. It looks really good. I really love this board. You know, I hadn't seen it live yet. I just saw it online, and it doesn't do justice. I gotta say, watching it in a video, it doesn't do justice. So I probably won't do justice to it as well. It's I don't know. It seems a bit washed out, too much washed out on videos. But watching it live, it's not washed out at all. The colors are quite I don't know, quite strikeful. Let's call it like that. So yeah, this is the game board. Beware to get a big table to play this game, because this board is huge. Let me tell you, this might be bigger than Scythe board. I don't know, not sure. But yeah, this is very, very big. So yeah, this is Teotihuacan. I don't think there's anything in the back. So just a quick look. There's nothing in the back. So yeah, this was it for Teotihuacan. A lot of stuff, a lot of tiles to sort out. This one definitely needs an insert. So yeah, and those zip bags, which are godsend for this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. This is all you are getting with Teotihuacan. In terms of first impressions, at least in the component side, very impressed. I really like the color scheme and the artwork in the game. Quite eager to try out this solo mode by David Turchi. Well, this was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.